All right, so normally I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna always recommend some nice Anker products when it comes to your charging solution. So I was over there browsing the Apple website trying to see what was new out there, especially when it comes to the Qi2 charging game. And I finally laid my eyes on what I've been wanting for so long from Anker is a 5,000 milliamp hour super slim Qi2 charger. And as soon as I saw it over there on Apple's website, which it is an Apple exclusive, you can't get it from Best Buy. I don't even think you can buy it from the Anker website exactly. I had to go out there and get it. So I slid over to my local Apple store, grabbed me one of these bad boys right here. And just like all Anker products, this ain't like all Anker products. It isn't, ain't. Y'all get what the hell I'm talking about. Look, we're going to go ahead and get into this, man, because this is one product that I can not recommend you go out there and buy. This is going to be a video informing the buyer out there right now. And Anker does not know who I am. I review so many of their products, and guess what? They're really not gonna make contact with me because I'm about to go ahead and trash this battery pack right here. They so-called this a Qi2 battery charger. It ain't it, Anker. All right, it ain't it. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So yes, this is going to be the Anker exclusive, not Anker exclusive, Apple exclusive Anker 5,000 milliamp hour Qi2 slim battery charger. Only get it directly from Apple. Now this will run you 50 bucks. So I went out there and spent all $53.95 after tax when it came to this battery charger to go ahead and test it out for y'all. And the best thing about this whole thing is it comes with the nice braided USB-C to C cable. That's just about the best thing that goes on with this battery charger. But let's go ahead and talk about the rest of it. Now, when it comes to the profile of this bad boy, this is what I like to see. But you already know when it comes to thin stuff with batteries, that equals heat. And that's exactly what's going on with this right here. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. But this thing is legit so thin. Like the technology behind this and what they did with making this so thin, this is what I want. But somehow, I guess batteries have to progress. So in order to don't cause too much heat when it's in a very small form factor. So let's go ahead and do a quick size comparison so you can see how thin this bad boy actually is. Now, I'm gonna say for a standard 5,000 milliamp hour battery, this is gonna be the Anker 622. All right, this is basically their standard 5,000 milliamp hours. Come with the little stand. What I do my MagSafe shake test with, and that's it. Beside a standard 5,000 milliamp hour. Once again, this is not Qi2. This one is, and you look at the slim profile that it has going on. All right, super slim. Next up, this is going to be against the 621. Now, you guys know I love this bad boy right here. Love how thin it is. That's why I like these things being thin. But the thing about this, it was a fireball. And look how thin it is compared to the 621. It's also a little bit thinner than that. Once again, amazing what they can do with that actual size. And then you compare it to something like, which I think is the best battery pack that they have right now, the Anker 10K Slim. Look how it is. Although this is 10,000 milliamp hours, this is basically going to be about double. It's about, a double the size, no less, like about 50% of the size of the 10K Slim. So just throwing those out there so you can see the size comparison. And it's nice what they did when it comes to the size, but I'm sure you guys don't care about that. Y'all want to know what the performance of this bad boy is and why I do not care for this. So let's go ahead and pop this on the phone. As you can see right here, slap it on the phone. It will be one of the ones that's going to automatically start charging. You're going to get that Qi2 animation, but I didn't do it because you guys just didn't see it. Let me go ahead and do it again for dramatic effect so you know what I'm talking about. Slapping it on, and it still didn't do it. I guess you got to cut the camera off. But anyway, it does the little animation that it slaps it on your actual device, but it will be able to automatically charge. As you can see right here, you're going to get your dots letting you know your charger indicator status. Now, I do want this to sit on the phone for a little bit so I can show you one little pop-up that this charger does bring up when it's charging your device. Now, of course, it is going to be that Type-C. You're going to have your power button right there. And overall, it's going to be that nice Anker blue. I mean, you already know when it comes to Anker blue what's going on. Well, this is not Anker, but you know what I'm talking about. All these blues are kind of similar to each other when it comes to that baby blue. Well, actually, like all a little bit different. That's a little bit inconsistent, but it is what it is. So very slim in profile. If you throw it on a phone, this is what you're going to be looking at when you were talking about profile. If you don't want it on, you can simply hold it and press it, and it will cut off, as you can see there. But you just pop it back on, and it will begin charging after I get my camera off. You will begin to, let me cut my phone is freaking out. All right. Once again, old iOS trash problem. So let's go ahead and take it the performance of this. Now, once again, 5,000 milliamp hours rated to Qi2. Now, I did slap this on my phone from 20%. Okay, now you guys know I'm not giving you all the scientific milliwatt, gigawatt hours when it comes to this. I'm giving you my raw performance and what I experienced when we are talking about using this charger. Slapped it on my phone at 10%. All right, it was 10%, slapped it on about 6 p.m. We were starting to cook dinner, so I said it's the perfect time to set it down, not use it, and see what it does. This thing went from 10% to 50% in 2 hours. Now, if you know about Qi2 technology, you know that is not on par to what it is when it comes to Qi2. And for an example, I slapped this on my battery last night, all right? 5K Slim from Apple, 10 to 50% in 2 hours, heated up like hell. Slap this 10K up there yesterday. It went from 22% to 41% in 30 minutes. That's what is mostly the norm when you were talking about these battery packs. That's the Qi2 performance that you expect when it comes to a battery. Now, during that time, and let me go ahead and pull it up real quick. Hopefully it is showing, yes, it is already showing that notification. So when you slap this on, this is what you're getting. As you see, it says slow charger is attached. I don't know if you guys can see that. In that orange, it says slow charger. Now, you're like, this is Qi2, right? So why in the world is it saying that it's a slow charger plugged up? Let's go ahead and click that little information button. And it says, and you can read it for yourself, you might charge faster with a different charger. For faster wireless charging, use a MagSafe charger or a Qi2 certified wireless charger. Now, I don't know if we're on the same page, me and whoever are watching this. I'm pretty sure we're on the same page. I rock with y'all. Y'all know y'all smart beings when it comes to these technologies. What does that say right here? Qi2 certified MagSafe compatible. Let me open this back up. For faster wireless charging, use a MagSafe charger or a Qi2 certified wireless charger. Qi2 certified MagSafe compatible. So where's the disconnect, Apple? There's something going on to where you are not giving us Qi2 speeds when it comes to this slim bad boy right here. Yes, it looks good. Yes, it is amazingly thin for what you did, but the performance that you're getting from wireless isn't giving it, all right? 10% to 50% in 2 hours. And it was a snail charger, and you had that slow charger notification plugged up on it. Now, I can plug up something like this 10K Anker. You're not going to get that slow charger. I even tested it myself. You're simply not going to get that slow charger warning when you are using this. Better size, better heat management. I'm sure this is really giving you those Qi2 speeds. Now, when we are talking about plugging this up directly, all right, when you're talking about plugging the Anker 5K plugged into your device. Now, I'm not discounting the milliamp hours. It is true 5,000 milliamp hours because when I plug it up hardwired like this, I'm able to get this to 14 to 77% in a short period of time. It's going to be charging via 20 watts. That's the time that I'm expecting. That's the performance that I'm expecting from a 5,000 milliamp hours. I always tell you, you can just about get from 0 to 70-ish% when it comes to a 5,000 milliamp hours. So yes, the size is there, but the Qi2 performance is not there. Let me go ahead and do my little zipperoo. So if you want to know what that is, man, this is going to be the basis retractable USB-C cable. I'll be sure to link it down below. Absolutely love those things. But the performance, no, we're not giving it, man. The Qi2, I don't know what type of Houdini stuff Apple is trying to prove to people out there. And you know what? They're going to get a bunch of people because they're going to probably push this in the Apple store. Hey, do you want a MagSafe charger? Qi2, fast charging speeds. And it charged slow as hell. This thing charged like your standard charger. This probably is charging at 5 watts. I don't know if I can find a way to test it, but this is not giving you those Qi2 speeds that you're actually getting, all right? If you want to be able to experience some Qi2 goodness, just spend a little bit of money and go out there and just get you an Anker 10K Slim, all right? I'm not here to bang on Anker products. You guys know I love them, but this one right here ain't it from Apple. This just simply is not it. It does heat up a quite bit, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. All these battery packs heat up. Even this 10K kind of heats up to a little bit that's uncomfortable, but it gives me the performance that I'm expecting. And you leave these out and just open to where they can get proper ventilation, they're just fine. But this here, paying 50 bucks for this, I just do not recommend it. I recommend nobody go out there and buy it. If you're a person who's looking at this in the Apple store, can they try to persuade you to buy it? Look, don't buy it, turn your head, walk the other way, go home, go on Amazon and go out there and get this 10K milliamp hours. If this is a little bit too big for you, go out there and get yourself the Anker Nano. I love this thing right here, 5,000 milliamp hours also. And you can just plug this in here and it'll begin charging. Now, it's not going to begin charging because this is dead, but this also can fit in your pocket, you know, fairly easy. So In my opinion, skip this. Don't go out there and get it. This thing is not delivering the performance that you expect. Once again, I feel like Apple done put their little greasy hands on it and somehow just managed to drop the ball when it comes to this MagSafe battery pack. So this is just a video kind of giving you guys a heads up, a warning. This will be going back to the Apple store. I have no reason to keep this. I will be returning this Anker product because this is one of the other one that I kind of couldn't recommend was the 621 just because it was so slim and it heated up so crazy. I feel like it's okay. Give us Qi2 speeds, and it's okay if we keep this size. This is not bigger. I know we're in the world of one thing slimmer, smaller, and more powerful, but I think when it comes to batteries, you're gonna have to just stick with a little bit of slide size. And something like this or something like this will do just fine if you're gonna give us those Qi2 speeds that we pay for, because we all love that Qi2 goodness. So I will not drop the link down in the description below. If you want to go buy it, go to your Apple place and go buy it yourself. We're not looking at that one. But if you want to get a good charger, go out there and get, hey, this 622 is still solid. You can get this 10K Slim, or you go ahead and get this Anker Nano. There are tons of chargers out there that's Qi2 5K that you can get that's going to give you that raw performance. But check it out. If you also want to know some other accessories that I love for my 16 Pro Max, I will be sure to pop that video right here.